Hey everyone, welcome back to Wonder Science. Today we're going to be talking about mental illnesses, what they are, what you can do to prevent them, and what you should do if you're going through it or someone else is going through a mental illness like depression or, let's say, suicide or anything like that, so that you can prevent you or someone else from going that step further and maybe even taking their life away. You should always talk to someone or a trusted adult that you know can help you or someone else get what they're going through and move on to that difficult time. So first off, what is a mental illness? A mental illness is a large range of mental health conditions and disorders that affect your brain processes, which is your thinking and how your mind works. It affects your mood and state of mind, as well as your behavior and actions. There are several different mental disorders, but the most common ones and the ones that we're going to talk about today is depression, bipolar mood disorder, anxiety disorder, panic disorder, or like a panic attack. Depression, everyone knows, it's just an extreme low feeling and feeling like you don't belong on the earth. And that is linked to bipolar mood disorder, which is where you get a variety and range of different mood swings throughout the day. And then you have anxiety disorder, which is just extreme nervousness and panic, and you don't know what to do, and it can stop your daily life processes. And that's linked to panic disorder, which is a panic attack. And you can get these panic attacks throughout the day, morning or night, and it's just extreme bursts of nervousness and panic. But we'll go talk on and go into more detail in the coming slides. Okay, so let's take a deeper dive into depression. Depression is a medical condition that negatively affects the way you feel, think, and act. It is a medical condition when a person has extreme feelings of hopelessness, sadness, and despair that disturb the person's ability to function and perform daily tasks. And there's not one cause of depression. It can occur for a variety of reasons and has multiple triggers such as family trauma, upsetting result, or an upsetting result, or a stressful life event, or even the lack of dopamine produced by the brain. One type of depression, and the one that we're going to be talking about today, is bipolar mood disorder. And this disorder causes a person to experience extreme mood swings from depressive lows to maniac highs. And they're really dangerous for you and for other people around you. So then let's talk about anxiety disorder. It is an illness that brings about unusually strong feelings of worry, panic, and nervousness. These feelings can be strong enough to affect the person's ability to go on with their day, with their day-to-day tasks, and function throughout the long day that they have ahead. And one type of anxiety disorder is panic disorder, which is panic attacks. It is a disorder that is distinguished by sudden, unexpected, short periods of extreme fear and anxiety. These bursts of anxiety may go along with chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, etc. And these episodes can often happen during the night or during the day. So anytime, basically throughout the day. More about depression. Depression is more than just the everyday ups and downs. Depression can affect people of all ages and is not specific to anyone. It's not going to affect children more than teens or adults more than elderly people. For some people, depression can be associated with a life situation, like someone's family member passing, or one of her best friends moved to Indiana from where they lived before, while for others it can begin suddenly for no clear and obvious reason. Some people may only experience one episode of depression, while others may experience multiple phases or episodes throughout their whole life. So now we're going to move on to suicidal thoughts and self-injury. Suicide is taking your own life, and it's a tragic reaction to a stressful life situation. Suicidal thoughts can be caused by an unexpected loss, traumatic situations, bullying, abuse or harm, poor self-esteem, and mental illness. Suicidal thoughts are often the result of feeling like you can't cope with whatever overwhelming, stressful situation you're faced with, like you can't move on from when your dad passed away last summer, or you keep getting bullied by that same person you've known for all your life, and you can't move on from it. And if you're ever having these thoughts, you should always get help and take steps to prevent injury or taking that extra step moving forward and even maybe taking your life away. So you never want that to happen. You should always seek help before you end up taking that next step. Did you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death among teens? That's not a good sign to hear, and you would never want to see that happen to anyone that you know or love, because that's just a very tragic experience for you and that person that that took their life away for that whatever reason they were going through. Self-injury is the act of purposely harming your own body, such as burning or cutting yourself. This type of injury is usually a harmful way to cope with emotional pain, intense anger, and frustration. So always talk to someone so you don't end up self-harming yourself or anything. So some signs of suicide would include sudden interest in or obsession to alcohol or other drugs. So let's say you were never into alcohol or drugs and you were always that good person that would never drink, but now you start to drink. If you notice someone doing that, that's a sign of suicide. That could be a sign of suicide. Self-harming behavior, cutting or burning, giving away one's prized possessions and or belongings. Like let's say you know your friend really is attached to this one watch that they always have on, and if they start to give it away or they're trying to give it to someone else and they don't want to have it anymore, that could also be a sign of suicide. Erratic behavior, statements like I wish I were dead or why do I exist, these statements are definitely a sign of suicide, and you should always talk to them or talk to someone else. If you see someone else experiencing this, or if you're going through this and you keep thinking this in your head, I wish I were dead, I wish I were dead, why do I exist? If you think this in your head over and over again, you should always talk to someone about it. And if someone else is displaying aggressive behavior or you're expressing it and you notice it, you should always talk to someone about it. If a friend tells you or you see that they're contemplating suicide, you should tell a trusted adult so that you can help them get through whatever they're going through, their hard times, help them move on, and make sure they don't take that next step into maybe taking their life away. And then there's always the mental health hotline, which is 988. That can help you with whatever you're going through, to help you, whatever they'll tell you what you do, the next steps you should take in order to recover and get through maybe that life unexpected death in the family or bullying, abuse, anything like that. They can help you get through whatever you're going through. And then these will be my sources. If you ever want to go through and read more about what I talked about in my slides, you can always search up these links, read more, so you can be more informed if you or someone else, again, is ever experiencing these suicidal thoughts or anything, because we want to bring that second leading cause of death among teenagers. We don't even want to see it up there. That's a very sad thing to think about, that it's all the way up there, and a lot of people lose their life because of suicide. So we want to remember to always think about others and ourselves and make sure we're doing whatever we can to keep ourselves and other people safe. I hope you guys learned something from this video and will remember to always help others. If you notice that they're going through suicidal thoughts, or you notice that they're feeling and they're experiencing depressive actions or behaviors, and you can notice that they're feeling out of it and you're not noticing them as the same way you usually see them. So I hope this helps you learn something and helps you see the signs of suicide. So I hope everyone stays safe, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.